What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Back with another video. What's good, King Charles, Daria, everybody? One second. What's good, Colin? Kim telling us in Toronto. Yeah. good, Eric? Shout out to Eric. Can't wait to come on down to South Texas again very soon. Shout out to you, Diego. Yeah, they're out in full force. So back with another video. Hope everybody enjoyed their their last weekend, which are coming to another weekend. Is how fast time goes. Sorry about I didn't do a live stream yesterday or the day before yesterday. I got real busy, but get you a chance to watch those clips. I found on Facebooks. Yeah, I checked them out. Some of them pretty wild, but yeah. So yeah, hope everybody's doing well. Propaganda's rolling. The masks are coming up, and it's getting, it's already going where it's going. But yesterday was a beautiful 92 degrees here in Rochester. Felt like South Texas and Florida. So it was a great day. Last of the hot days in Rochester, New York, where people just lose their shoes. I got like 2 more videos of people just barefoot. It was good, Danielle. And here I go by Harris, where always there's some weird vehicles doing some kind of technology for military. But yeah, beautiful. But yeah, so as the title says, knowing is nothingness because of lack of understanding. And what I mean by that is, we know all this stuff and people know all these different things, and we know how bad and how terrible, how corrupt, how crazy, how evil, how sick, how twisted, right? We all know that shit, but do people really understand it? That's where the truth comes in at, That's where when being, whatever you want to call it, a truther comes in. And that is simply shit, I'm sitting here in fucking green light. And that is simply understanding. And like I said, and that's what's going around, the internet is the cool, oh, I know this and I know that and I know this and I know that and I learned this and look at this and hee ha hoo ha. I told you they made waking up trendy, fundy, cool, like high vibes and just dumb shit, when it should be the opposite. Since when is finding out how fucked up you are fun and trendy? Like I don't even get this shit. I really don't. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. And that's where, people are waking up, but are they really waking up comes into question. Because it's not cool. When we woke up, man, we was fucked up. When most of us woke up, we was fucked up. These motherfuckers waking up and it's cool. It's fun. There's no disruption in their life. They still doing the same shit. Same motherfuckers be around them. They just laugh and giggle and still do the same shit as other motherfuckers do. But know all this shit. And that's why I said, knowing ain't understanding. All right, you could know a whole lot of shit, but do you really understand it? That means comprehend, grasp the idea, I mean, it's crazy. Like, how the fuck, you know? Because understanding is comprehending. That's taking into the mind. That's grasping. That's really understanding when you take it to the mind, you know? And that word links to unite, you know? That word, comprehend, understand, leads to comprehension, leads to understanding, leads to comprehension again, to take together, to unite. And that's the shit. It's like, you know, it's the shit. Go, lady. I'm turning in here. You can make it. I ain't gonna hit you. Go ahead and cross right in front of me. I ain't gonna strike you. You know, I'm not gonna hit you. So yeah, you know, it's the thing is like, yo, knowing all this shit and, you know, everything in between you, it's not understanding it. You know, it ain't understanding. What's good, Mad Pyman? Good to see you, Blink, Mad Pyman. Kevin, what's good? Shout out to Kevin. If y'all can see that from Facebook. Nobody sees me on Facebook. Out of almost 3,000 people, not one person fucking tunes in. Facebook is a whole nother realm. I get it. I'm not going to attract the Facebook crowd. That's a whole nother level of sleepness, because every post that come across that bitch is just the truth over there. Like, I'll just be amazed. Shit we've been talking about for fucking years comes across, stories come across, and people are just all appalled and get into their feelings. Like, what the fuck, man? This, oh, I hope this happens. You know, I hope this happens from the story. I'm like, motherfucker, that was 5 years ago. Like, you hope, and you making suggestions now on what somebody do, but the story is done and the situation is over. Either motherfucker, if it's a bad story, the motherfucker's in prison already and got out already, and another motherfucker, they've been dead for 5 years or whatever the fuck it was. It just amazes me over there. That's what I'm saying. Knowing is not understanding. And like I said, back to the whole understanding thing, is understanding how bad it is. What's up, Lee? There's another one from Facebook. What's good, Lee? You know, so, I mean, how bad is it down there, Mad Pyman, in the land of down under, Melbourne, Australia, you know? I think you're around Melbourne. You know, how bad is it down there with the face mask? Are they getting ready to launch it back? You guys are going into summer. We're going into winter, you know? So, let us know how's it going down there, because we're about to get into it up here, you know? We're about to get into it up here in Rottenchester, Shotchester. Wait till you see the video I gotta upload. You know, I got extorted. I almost got extorted. I was being extorted for my cell phone. You know, literally. Okay, thanks, Lee. It's good to know. Facebook let me know. You know, but I got extorted for my cell phone. Wait till you see the video. I got it. I videoed it. So I didn't catch it all like the beginning, but you know, I left my phone at a gas station. Motherfucker picked it up, and you know, when they answered, they called me on my own phone. I don't know how they did it, but they did it, because my phone is locked, but the phone was ringing. I don't know how it was ringing, but anyways, fucking. I think because of missed call, you can slide it over, they'll call it back or whatever. But the motherfucker was like, yeah, I just found it in the street, you know, da da da. I'm like, okay, I didn't leave it in the street. I know exactly where I left it. And motherfucker was like, yeah, old guy, yeah, da da, give me spiel. All right, I'll bring it to you, you know, give me a reward. I'm like, okay. Right there, that struck some kind of nerve in me. That struck a nerve in me where they said, they want a reward for finding my phone. They want a reward. I'm like, hey, this is a bitch. In my mind, but I'm like, okay, all right, yeah. I mean, what are you looking to get? Because I'm playing it cool. I don't want to piss nobody off. I mean, right now they got my phone. Even though I can say fuck the phone, I don't care. And I did tell the guy, fuck the phone, But anyways, I'm like, how much you? He's like, all right, bring $20. I'll bring it. All right, I'm gonna be in. Describe you're gonna be in a white Chevy Tracker, and I'm like, all right. He said about 20 minutes. Okay, so I'm out near the bay jet skiing. 20 minutes. Boom. I ain't seen him. Call him up. Oh, I came down there. You weren't around, man. I don't got time for this. Now you're gonna have to come get it to my house. I'm like, what? And I don't want $40. I'm like, oh shit. And right there inside, I'm like, pissed the fuck off. Now it's becoming a matter of morals and principles. It's like, okay. But I'm not the old me. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, wait a minute. And I was like, hold on. I'm like, so wait. He's like, oh yeah, he's just bitching up the storm. Like, oh, I came all the way down there. You weren't there. I'm like, okay, where you at? Oh, you know where Hermana's grocery store? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I know where that's at. And he's like, oh yeah, you can meet me there, but I'm not gonna be waiting around all day. He started getting like, I'm like, yo, man, listen, I don't give a fuck about that phone, honestly. I said, if I would have found somebody, this is what I would have do as a man. If I would have found somebody's phone, I would have returned them to him. I wouldn't have asked for $1. I said, I wouldn't ask for it. Oh, no. He started bitching. He's like, you know what? You said, and I was like, you're trying to extort me for money. He's like, oh, man. He goes, fuck you, and hung up. Oh, shit. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, I'll kiss my phone goodbye. But then I'm pissed off. I'm like, all right, look and see where my phone is. I told Mini Matrix, I'm like, see where my phone's at. Boom. Right in the area where he said it was at, right to an address. I'm like, all right. I'm literally still in the motherfucking life jacket. Hopped in the truck, unhooked the trailer, and drove straight to that motherfucking location. I told my other junior Matrix, and he was like, all right, I'm on my way too. And I'm like, okay. So I get to where the phone's at, boom, right in the driveway. There's the Chevy Tracker. And he didn't call back or nothing. It was like, damn, this motherfucker really was trying to get me for 20. Then he was like 40. I was like, okay. And then, sorry, I'm explaining this dumbass story, but when you see the shit was funny. Only me go through this so much shit in a day. But anyways, just test it. All it does is just test my energy as a human being, as a spirit, as a soul, as who I am. It just tests me. Am I still the old person I was? It tests me, So, I get there, so I ride by the house, and keep in mind, I'm in a vehicle. You can't see in the bitch. I don't give a damn what you do. You don't know who's inside. All right. So I park away from the house. I start calling the phone number again. Before I go up there, I'm gonna give him, because it's pretty much, I'm in free for all mode. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I don't know with this dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. I called the number, no answer. I called from another phone, no answer. I'm like, damn, this old motherfucker now. He really said, fuck me. What is he gonna keep my phone? Like literally, I'm at his house. Like the old me. I mean, bitch, I'm at your fucking house. But anyway, so I'm like, all right. He ain't answering. So I'm just about to go up and knock on the door and take it from there. Next thing you know, I'm on a side street. I see the fucking car drive by and an old guy in the bitch. And on the house, they had a name that said Pagano. Like the house literally had a name. It must have been the family name, Pagano, on the outside. So I see the truck shoot by me. I'm like, oh, all right. So I start following him. And now I call again. I'm like, I'm calling. And next thing you know, he answered the phone. I recorded that part. He's like, bitch and this and that. I was like, yo. So I'm like calm. I'm like, say, hey, so I'm going to get my phone or what? Yeah, you got to come get it, man. You know, you fucking like just fast talking, you know, talking shit. You know, he said, I extort you, man. Fuck that. He was just bitching. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker don't even know I'm literally behind him. So now he's driving and driving. He goes down to this old place. I used to live around the area by the boat marina, and I used to have a boat in the fucking river down there. So he goes down this little area and turn. I'm following him. Boom, boom, and I'm like, he's like, okay. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, listen, man, you trying to get $40 out of me? First you said 20. He's like, oh no, fucking, you know, I'm more time on my time. This thing is important. I got this. An old woman, and I'm like, look, man, all I want is my phone, man. He's like, all right, meet me at the Hermanas supermarket. You know where it's at? I'm like, yeah. I like, and then he stops, and I'm like, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Literally, I'm behind him. So he parks, gets out, and this motherfucker's grub hubbing or something. He's got food that he's walking onto a boat dock. He left his car door wide open, and I'm right there. I'm looking at the bitch, and I'm thinking like, am I gonna meet him across the street at the supermarket, or should I just fucking go in the car? A mini air was like, I'll just go in the car and get it, Dad. But you know me, I'm like, you know, I don't want to, I don't want to do all that. But then I was like, you know what? Fuck that. So I get out, and then he's coming walking back, and he's looking at me. And this motherfucker was like, and I'm like, and he's going to get to the car real fast. And literally, I'm facing, the front of my truck is facing his car door, like maybe 10 feet away. He didn't know who I was. And I'm like, Pagano. He looked real quick. He's like, huh? I'm like, Pagano. He's like, huh? I'm like, look, man, where's my phone? And he's like, it's right here. He pulls it out real quick, hands it to me. Yo, I don't want no problem. He just started going, like, he was just weird. I'm like, yo, man. I'm like, look, no, it's all good. I'm like, listen, and he's like, oh man, I'm sorry, you know, you don't gotta give me any money. He's talking so fucking fast. My son recorded. I gotta watch the video myself. I'm like, I just said, look, man, look, here's $20. Oh no. He's like, oh, I got no problem. You don't gotta give it to him. I was like, look, man, no. Here's $20. I was like, I mean, this is ridiculous, man. This world is crazy, right? Oh no, I know. Yeah. I was like, look, man, years ago, you don't even want to know what I would have done. And he said, no, this motherfucker, he puts up the black power fist in the air, like he's holding it up. Yo, the shit was funny. I hope my son got it on video. The shit was funny as fuck. He's literally holding his fist up. I said, look, man, I'm not with that Black Lives Matter bullshit. He said, oh, sorry, man, sorry. Oh, no. I'm like, all right, man. And I just got my phone and fucking got in the car. Oh, the shit was so fucking funny, man. The shit was funny as hell, man. But I did record. I'll post what I got in the video. It's hilarious. People are just whacked out of their fucking mind. Like, this is where we at, you know? And I know there's fucked up people all over, but the motherfucker tried to extort me for 20, then 40, and not realizing if I was the wrong person, I could have robbed him, beat him up, took his car, did all kind of crazy, wicked shit. You know what I'm saying? If I was the wrong person, you know? But it was pretty fun. It was crazy. It was crazy. You know, years ago, what I would have did to that guy, I mean, God, you don't even know. And my son rolled up behind me, like, right after I got my phone. Either way, I was getting the bitch one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's just a phone, I was going to go through. I mean, literally, I already knew what the kind of car the dude had, so that was in the bag, you know. But anyways, sorry to go off on off topic like that, but I thought that was pretty funny. It was funny as shit. My son, he was laughing. He was he put his fist up, like in the air, like quick. He did like the black power. He was like, yeah. I was like, what? I was like, the shit was funny, man. It was hilarious. Yeah, but it was an older white Italian guy. He was literally shitting his pants, shit, once he saw me walk up. Because he didn't know. He didn't know I was literally, like, dumbass, there's a fucking tracking on the phone. You could turn the shit off or not. It's still going to track, you know? That was hilarious. But anyways, it was funny. Sorry to go off like that, but this is the world we live in, guys. But, you know, at that, boom, went right back, got on the water, and then enjoyed myself a little bit more. But it's pretty funny. Yeah, I think my son, he got it on video. The black forest. That shit is so funny. All right, let me go back to what's good, JJ Jordan, Angel Z. Mate, the fear is building and the mask holes are thriving. Shout out to Mad Pyman. That's what's going on in the land down under. That's what's going on in the land down under. All right, guys, give me 1 second. All right, be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. She's a demon. Uh, my cousin lives in the land down under. She's a demon. That's funny. But so yeah. So back to what I was saying. I mean, just see a lot of it, and I believe that we're just in a time where it's serious, you know. And I know society, they make everything, you know, funny, and you know, from every aspect, you know, it's all fun and games. It's like even like in the world of, you know, make believe with the Trump show, you know, because the other side thinks it's funny that Trump's in all this trouble and stuff like that. And then you have the other side with Biden, his son, and then the Trumpers are like, ha ha. It's just everything is they've molded society to be like what do I want to say? What word can I use? Like I don't like some clown shit. Like it's just funny, like class clowning. Like, haha, look at him, or ha ha ha. It's like they've trained us to be like that. And what that does is take away the power of, you know, understanding what is like when you really look at it. You know, even if the sheep really looked at it, they were like, damn, like this is like look at this shit. Like any aspect of looking at each side of the dumb shit, you could be like, yo, this is fucked up. Like we can't have this. We can't be doing this. There's no nothing. Even in the sheep flock fuck world, like there's nothing. Everything's fun and games and entertaining, and you know, they pick an entertainer and they pick some flunky fucking old senile guy. and it's funny, you know. We got here to a job recently. Someone about me tattoo on his arm back. Crazy one. What is the facade? Yeah, you know. So that's the thing. It's everything is just like funny. It's like people don't realize the dire situation we're in. We literally got a group of individuals in society that believe they rule everything and want to change our life. Yeah, we all got accustomed to the shit they created any fucking way, but they want to change it. And they're telling us literally what they want to do, how they want to do it, by any means fucking necessary. You know? Like, that doesn't even alarm anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, it doesn't alarm anybody, I mean, it's this politic brainwashing, this religious brainwashing. Everybody's waiting for somebody. You got a group waiting for a new leader. You got another one waiting for a fucking savior. When the essence of what we want is just sitting in our lap, literally, we are sitting inside the vehicle that changes. Our intuition, voice, mind, spirit, soul, love, the vehicle we sit in, our body, is the motherfucker that is going to change shit. Not outside of it, but that's how we were taught. We were taught to look outside. Religion teaches to look outside, not the inside, not realizing that you are it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second again, guys. Let me get my break fast. So, yeah. Are we still live? Because it's a big fat floppy zero is on the screen. Are we good? All right, thanks, Angel. Shout out to Angel Z up on the book, Facebook. Okay, we're still good. Now I'll jump back up. What's good, Kelly? Kayla? Kayla is my love. I think I get it right. But that's our savior. People don't realize, even people in religion, when they change their life and they think it's the book. It wasn't the book, it was you. Like, that's the sorcery. You know how the book changed you. That book ain't got you. That book itself is a pile of trees, paper, and ink. There's no way a book can wake somebody up. All right? That book just turned and tuned you in to the right frequency that changed you. You know? That's all it did. It unlocked what's already in you. You know, there's nothing that comes out of that book, because if that's the case, you could throw the book in front of anybody and boom, they'll automatically have this power. No, it's you who unlock the power in your own self. But that book teaches you to look outside, but if you actually look at it and actually research it, understand it, go back, look at history, I mean, go through so many things with the religious book, either one of them, any religious book, you'll quickly see that it's actually hidden in there. It's actually not saying to look outside of yourself, you know? So, yeah. You know, like when I talk with the Hebrew Israelites, we all got the same conclusions and a lot of the same aligning understandings, but theirs, they believe, came from the fucking book. You know? Why ain't this an understanding that's already inside of us? And the motherfuckers that wrote the book, we are tapped into the same energy they are tapped into. It never dawned on people that it happened that way. Oh, this book is written by men with prophecy and, you know, they were prophets. What the fuck? They just tapped into the same energy that we tap into. You know, because how can we all come to the same conclusions? Why do all religions sound alike? Why do a lot of belief systems intertwine? Well, we're all tapping into the same goddamn shit. Just putting a spin on it. You know? The Bibles, the prophets were fucking truthers. I mean, they were awakened truthers in their day. You know? They were awakened truthers in their day. So, again, knowing isn't nothing. You know? It's kind of like they, you know, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about people waking up. Like, it's just so different, man. It's like cool, funny. There's no urgency. There's no like shock, you know. And that's the alarming part to me. It's like, damn, how the fuck these people know all this shit? They just don't even give a fuck. That's bad. Because guess what that does? That don't create change. And then I got the other motherfuckers that I talk to that are like, just fill the earth with love, and these people will lose their power. Like, that's what they believe. And I get it, but not what they're saying. Just be loving. No, that's not how it works. A motherfucker just don't turn loving, you know? Love, you gotta fight. Because there's some shit that's distorting love, you know? And that don't mean with like full out violence. Because there's a huge line when it comes to violence and defense. You don't perpetuate violence, and they made you believe that fighting and defending yourself is violence. It is not violence. It's called defense. Even under their laws, it's understood, and it's law. I mean, it doesn't get any. It's the highest form of law you can think of. You got the right to defend yourself. Defense, not offensive violence, but defense. You know. And that's where we're at. You know? And there's too many people knowing but not really understand what they know. You know? A lot of people not understanding what they know. You know? It's like, okay, you know about this that happened, but do you understand what that shit means? Like, you should be pissed, angry, upset, you know? And when you get in those, that creates unity and wanting to change. And that means fighting for a change. That's why they get their agendas rolled, because they know how to make these motherfuckers angry, right? With things they love, which a lot of them is self. They get them to unite, and then they create change. They literally show us the fucking blueprint, and we can't even fucking pick it up. With all this knowledge and understanding, we can't even pick the shit up. We go backwards with the shit. We ununite, and then we tear each other the fuck down. You know? We tear each other down and ununite. Like, we do the opposite. I mean, that's a fucking spell too. Something must have happened last night. Got police cars, RG&E. Someone's had a gas leak. You know? We do the opposite. You know, we do that opposite. We go backwards. And it's crazy, man. You know? Because when you understand how bad it is, you understand how bad we've been lied to, and it creates that spark, that fire. That's what it should create. The fire in you. So that's really my main mission, man. Like, to know all the things in the world. When you don't understand what you know, it creates a huge problem. Let me know we're still live, guys, because I'm drawing blanks again. I'm drawing blanks. Okay, thanks. So, but we understand, like, a lot of us understand, like, we understand where we're headed. We understand that this time around, you know, if they push their good old mask agenda, you know we're not putting up with that. And honestly, I want them to do this, like, because it just makes more people. It's gonna get the rest of it's gonna hit a button that will give us what direction we are really headed. You know, one more time will give a lot of us that know what's up to know the direction. Yeah, the first time, yeah, okay. But if you could get fooled twice, you know where we headed. Because they fooled us once. These motherfuckers got so bold at the World Economic Forum, they just came out and started telling us exactly what the fuck they're gonna do. You know? We got U-Haul for this motherfucker running around here with his old alien ass fucking head. You know, Urhoff, Narari, look at this motherfucker tweaking out of her mind. Urhoff, you know, Navari, whatever the fuck his name is, psychopath, you know, telling us what they're gonna do. Like that's how bold these people done got. Like they're telling us what we are gonna do to you, and you're gonna accept the shit. You know, he was said Christian, like y'all, that shit is like nothing. Like literally, just how that guy still is alive is beyond me. After making that statement to Christians, you know, it's simply beyond me. It really is. It's beyond me how that dude is still breathing air. You know, it's amazing how he's still breathing air. It truthfully is. From the statements that come out of his mouth, you know, if I want to get angry, all I got to do is watch some statements that come out of his mouth. Bang, this guy is flaming psychopath. But understanding that, you know, and a lot of people share the stuff that he says, share what Bill Gates says, and it's that, but they don't understand what the fuck this means. Like seriously, and that's why a lot of us are the way we are. Ooh, this phone's a little hot. If I go dark, my phone's hot. If a lot of us are the way we are because we understand, you know, the moves these people make. We understand that little shit that they do, you don't realize it's a part of their agenda too. You know, we understand that shit. We understand that we ain't got time, you know. We understand we don't have no time, you know, to be shucking and jiving. But like I said, one more time it needs to happen, you know, one more time, one more fucking, like, I don't care. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I hope it don't happen again and this and that. Well, I'm not one of those. I don't hope nothing, you know. I want the shit to happen again. I think they scared to do the shit again, you know. That's why they want to wait it out. You know, will they do it this soon? I don't know. I believe they will because they got real shit to fuck people up for real, you know. I mean, the whole United States been covered in some shit that they call smoke, and these people are in desperate needs and burn up fucking, you know, they literally destroy areas. So you tell me if these motherfuckers are playing. And they got something in the air, and people are gonna have this new, you know, lung issue, and they're gonna have this new lung issue, and you know, they're gonna call it a new fucking variant. You know, meanwhile they did it. They polluted the air. We all breathed it. Our body's gonna go into automatically fighting it, like it always does. Changes with the season. Nature changes. The leaves fall. A lot of shit happens to nature, and we humans think nothing happens to us, but it does. So, you know. Oh, 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Man, that shit's so annoying, guys. Sorry about that. Let me know if I came back. I hate when that happens. Let me know if I came back, guys. Phone overheat. It's got to be this stupid ass case. Okay. Need to get another case. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Back up. And one thing I like about StreamYards is it can disconnect. You can go on a whole nother device and reconnect. That's the good thing about it. So, it's great. Thank you, guys. I forgot what I was saying, but we need to get back into understanding how dire of a situation it truly is. And like I said, I'm not one of the people saying I hope they don't. I see it here. I hope they do. Bring it back because we need a round two. And that round two will show where we're at in humanity. And I think they want to do it to see where they're at, if they can get away with it twice. They did it once, They, to themselves, want to see if they can get away with it again. Because if they get it with again, they can ratchet and increase their agendas tenfold. But if they do it again, and there's a lot of resistance, people are saying no, this, that, and the third, then, then we're going to know something. So, bring it back. I don't care. Jimmy Crack Corn, I don't care. Turn this camera around. I do not give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I do not care. So, but yeah, we need to, like I said, man, coming together. Oh shit, all the rocks falling off. Coming together, uniting as a whole, just simply understanding that we're not going for it. Let's think we got to come together on the same page, man. Will it be done on the internet? Absolutely not. Never. Will it be done off the internet? Hell, that's a possibility. But it's just not enough. And it's worse now. It's not enough people that want to even get out anymore. So, I don't know. I mean, at this point, it's just going to take events. Sad to say it, but it's got to take events for people to wake up. I mean, shit got to happen. Because by the time we realize, it's going to be too late, man. This whole Trump trash, garbage, all these rappers, in court with conspiracy and, all this shit you see with Trump and this conspiracy, these charges, I mean, that's not for them. That is for people like us, all right? That's what people not understanding, People not understanding when the judge sentenced the Proud Boy members, all right? The prosecutor wanted it to be clear, send a clear message that anyone trying, and this is in their words, anyone that is in disagreeing with the results to an election could be handled in that same capacity. They're sending a message, man. They're sending a message. A harsh, strong message. Exactly. And, like I said, Trump, when he gets back in office, he will pardon all those Proud Boy members. They'll be out, I'm thinking that that's something that will probably happen. I mean, literally. And and one of them actually was from Rochester. You know, I think he got 16 years or some shit. Pizzola. I think he got 16 years. He's from the Rochester area. He broke the the Hollywood plexiglass window. He broke that. You know, that's what he broke. So, you know, we gotta. You know what we gotta do. You know, some good thing to do is we need to go find some of these fucking criminals and see if we can get interviews with these motherfuckers, man. You know, one, see if they're even in fucking jail, and two, to like, yo, you know, see if they're full of shit, if they're just playing the script. You know, will they even bother to talk? I mean, motherfuckers in jail, you think would always want to visit. You know, and if they need to get a message out on social media or whatever to the medias of the world, wouldn't they want to talk? You know, I would think it would be damn near impossible if a motherfucker went to jail on some bullshit, especially some shit like that they would be willing and willfully want to talk about their case, something. You know, why aren't they while they were out, like Enrique, why wasn't he campaigning for Donald Trump? Like, look, you know, send some love our way, some publicity our way, like literally nothing. To let you know that it's, you know, motherfuckers supposedly went there for Donald Trump and fighting for freedoms or whatever the fuck they call that January 6th dumbass stupid shit. You know? That's how you notice all the fucking show, man. It's all the show. Don't even make any kind of sense with a rat. Doesn't even make sense with a sheep mind. Even with a sheep mind, you can see that by watching the shit. Trump didn't say go fuck up the damn Capitol building, but yeah, he's held accountable. Like, all these things you see are for our future of people who dissent, people who don't go in order along with the order, the new world order. This is what all this is being set up for. This is why they're doing all this stuff. It's because once these things are set and etched in stone, when regular Joe Schmo Schmuck, freedom-loving, fighting person, been a role model human being his whole life, is now sitting behind the fucking bars simply because, you know, they just had a grievance with their government. No one's gonna bat an eye because one of the biggest figures in the world, Trump, and his constituents involved in a conspiracy to overturn the elections or whatever the fuck. I ain't even paying attention to this shit. You know? This is what they're doing, man. This is what they're doing. Unbelievable. You know, look at the legal definition of conspiracy, and then you wonder why. You'll know exactly why they call us a conspiracy theorists. You know? And that's what the beauty about being awakened. Truly awakened. You know? Hold on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Let me know if we are back. Okay. So yeah, that's why, you know, they call us conspiracy theorists, because one day these are the laws that they're going to try to use to, you know, to come after you. You know, I mean, all the laws are already in the book. All these police auditors, all this other shit, they got laws in the book for all that shit already. All right. It's just a matter when they want to actually start doing the shit, you know. Because there's many different angles that and agendas that this government is going to go. You know, one of them I think is this next election is going to be some type of fucking. You know, they do this in history. They're setting it up to be a shamble. All right, with all this Donald Trump shit, he ends up running again, and there's the same bullshit. AI is going to be used. It's going to be a bunch of mass confusion. It's going to create a fucked up election, and it's going to create a two-party government, and then it's going to be under military rule. All right. They've been doing this. If you know the history of understanding what military countries under military rule are, they have been doing this shit for a long time. It's just a matter of when it's going to be America's turn. You know, military rule. And it's not going to be by the United States military rule. No, doesn't work like that. It'll be by United Nations. It would be by private military contractors. All right. It'll be under a military rule. So, you know, but yeah, you know, if they can make these crimes punishable, right? If they can make these crimes punishable, you know, as in a threat, you know, to national security or whatever the fuck, talking about that is a threat to national security, you know? So, you know, that's why they call us conspiracy theorists, you know? There's a reason why they use that conspiracy theorist. So, because a conspiracy, you could be, you know, where there's no one that's actually committed a criminal act, the punishment varies, you know. You don't even have to do a crime. You just could be in the, you know, this is a fine line between, you know, like pre-crime. Well, you could have. We wouldn't know. We don't know. You talked about it. You talked about doing violence. You talked about, you know, doing this. Well, we didn't do it. Well, I mean, just the thought of it is a threat. You know, I'm just. They're training us on social media what you can and can't say. Just like school. School trained us to be a certain way. Social media is training us to be a certain way. You know, it just is what it is, man. I heard about that, King Charles. I've been all over the fucking news. They just want to get the sheep and the woolly hooves to, you know, clap their fucking hooves and shit. And get all worried. There's a reason why Kamala Harris, look, it's almost been 4 years. You barely hear about the bitch. You know, you barely hear about her. You barely hear about her. There's a reason for that. not going to wear out one of your pieces, you know? She's there, but like not there. She's there, but like not in the news. She's there, but like they don't really, there's really not much on Kamala Harris. It's all Biden, Trump, you know, Biden, you know, it's all it is. You know, we always heard about Mike Pence. Always. You know, but that Kamala, we don't hear shit about Kamala Harris. Nothing. We don't hear nothing about her. So, yeah. They got plans, man. That's what I say, man. They got plans, and the situation is dire, you know. Truly is. The situation is dire. That's why it says knowing ain't shit. You gotta understand what you know and how serious it is. Because it's serious. And you know, some of us know. But yeah, what else we got today in the news? What else we got in the news today? The Hurricane Lee, Category 5. You know, the manhunt for Donatello. You know, y'all seen the motherfucker escape from prison? Yo, that shit was crazy. That motherfucker just did the Spider-Man up the fucking wall. That shit was crazy. But there's a manhunt for that dude. Danilo Cavalcante, whatever the hell it is. And then there's a race to save an American, Mark Dickey, in the news. I saw that. Like, Mark Dickey is stuck in a cave. Think about that now. They just put news stories out to fuck with us, you know. What else? They're talking about Biden. McConnell freezes complicate attacks on Biden's age. You know, that Kamala Harris shit. I mean, it is interesting. You know, the motherfucker go ahead and croak on us. And there's a lot of police shootings. There's been a lot of police shootings. I've been sharing them on my channel. There's been mad fucking... Yeah, I saw the night of the storm, yeah. Because I lived by the lake, and it was crazy. I recorded it. But there's been a lot of police shootings, like mad police shootings everywhere, all across the United States. But they've been keeping them on a hush-hush. But as of late, they've been pushing them in social media, on the news. I mean, there's been a lot of shootings. Because there was one in Central New York, DeWitt. 2 teenagers were killed in Onondaga. That's like near Syracuse and shit. But there's been a lot of them. But 2 teenagers were, a deputy, was involved. The one pregnant woman that was shot. I mean, here in Rochester, the police watch people steal, but over here in Ohio, these motherfuckers went full blown. They want to kill they kill the woman over stealing. I mean, which one is it? Are you gonna let people steal, or are you gonna kill them? I mean, damn, I'd like to see them aggressive like that in this motherfucker around here. People think twice about stealing. Police gonna apprehend you, like not shooting you, but damn, they was really aggressive. They watch people steal here in Rochester. What in the fuck? But there's been a lot of more in the news. But officer involved shooting been happening pretty much every fucking day. We just ain't been hearing about it. News been hiding that shit. There's been a lot of them here in Rochester, in my area. So, what's good, Deanne? What's good, Nicholas? Deanne, Daniel, King Charles, Angel Z, Duffman, Stopping Mr. Magmittens, Planet X Watcher. Shout out to all y'all. That's where my phone fucking came back in. I agree. If everybody was armed, it'd be a different story. You would think twice about robbing Bob or fucking Ricky and shit. These criminals be thinking twice about going up in people's shit. I bet you if they did a poll, well, I don't know. I wouldn't even say that. If they did a poll, they say, hey, what's safer? A society with no guns, or a society where everybody can own a gun and have it in their house and on their person? Well, we can't say everybody because there's some crazy motherfuckers. At this point in society, I don't think that's even possible, because there's a lot of crazy motherfuckers that will use a damn gun, but in a regular fight, in an argument, they'll bring the gun out. So we're not in a place really where we could even say that part, but I agree. More guns in the right people's hands, less victims. Because people were like, man, I might get shot. But yeah. Other than that, man, shout out to all you guys. And hope everybody's paying attention to the kids at school. If you got your kids in school, because they're going to be running all kind of agendas through the schools like it's never happened before. They're going to be running big time agendas through the schools, political agendas. And agendas, period, will be ran through school like it's never been before this year. Just watch. You're going to see more shootings and guns at schools like none other before. And especially in all the urban inner cities across the country. It's already happened. They just keep it on the hush-hush. Remember, all these young kids have been committing all these crimes. Guess where they at now? School. All these Kias and Hyundais being stolen, all this crime you see, flash mob and all this dumb shit. Guess where they all at now? In school. You think that goes away in school? No, it increases. A lot of they have really. There's another thing that they've done. They have really turned up the race card amongst young people, which I find very, very alarming and very disturbing. There's a lot of race, with white versus black, and I blame it all on the stupid ass motherfucking adults that want to sit there and glorify the fucking Alabama bullshit. Thought it was so liberating and like a peace. This is a peace. Literally, motherfucker telling me Let us enjoy our moment. This is a piece of history. Really? Well, guess who saw that? All your little fucking kids. And guess what they doing now? Ganging up on white kids. Happening all across the fucking country. You know? Stupid ass fucking people, man. I can't stand people, man. Just the most irrationalist, dumbest shit ever. You know? And it was, it was funny memes and stuff like that, but the comments is where it's like, okay, this is a piece of history. This is a great moment for the black. This is a win for us. I'm like, what? And it worked like a charm because now you have racial tensions increase and it moved down a generation. These same kids were getting all along, fucking doing fucking the sturdy and doing all these cool shit together. Now they ganging up, beating the shit out of these kids all over social media. It's fucking crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, that's another button they've pushed. And I think they're getting ready to push because all of a sudden the police shootings, they're promoting them on social media. They're putting them in more and more in the news. They've been happening. I've been calling it out for, since the beginning of the summer. Like, every day is a police officer involved shooting. You're not hearing about it. It's been happening here in Rochester multiple times. You ain't hearing about it. Now you're hearing about it. So you have race, and then you got police. So, hey, go figure. Remember last time they pushed all that George Floyd shit during COVID. Perfect time where everybody's watching in the house and shit. Perfect ass time after they saw people getting restless from being locked down. They saw every race exist on this earth start coming together and like, something ain't right. We got to stop. Let us get back to work. Something's not right. Once they saw that, they're like, oh, we got to pull the magic rabbit out the hat. All right, we're gonna go full fledged on this one, guys. What's this, George Floyd? Okay, all right. Yep, we're gonna run this one. We're gonna promote it. We're gonna flash it through all. We're gonna do all our psychological tactics on this one. We cannot have people coming together. Get it done, guys. Boom. George Floyd. And that was it. Because I actually witnessed the change in some of these communities right after the George Floyd. I'm like, damn, these people were loving how they full of hate. They got this hatred. It's weird. So, that's right, man. Real shootings are not popular. There was a mass shooting here in Rochester the other day. 4 people shot. And guess what? Not a peep. It's been a couple mass shootings here in Rochester. Nope. Mass shooting league. The definition of mass shooting was more than 2 individuals in a single incident was considered a mass shooting. So magically it doesn't apply in all shootings. You're not gonna see mass shooting in a hood in the United States. Young black male kills and murders 6 black males. No, you don't see that. You only see, the glorified shooter with the manifesto. See, the motherfuckers in the hood, they ain't gonna have no manifesto. They just straight, we just went and we killed these motherfuckers because we beef like that. He said something on social media about me, or he was messing with my girl, or this and that, or he stepped on my shoes and I shot and killed every goddamn body. Nope. They gotta put up And the FBI is on scene at all these motherfuckers. You know, mass shooting, FBI, fucking ATF, you know, Homeland Security area. We're all in the area. Shit. Not in the motherfucking hood. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people get shot. There ain't barely a cop in sight. And only cops come to the scene. You know, FBI, everybody don't descend on the scene. You know? People should look. People should look at that shit. You know? They don't even bat an eye. You know? I had a motherfucker the other day tell me, you know, I made some post, they said, it's just nature. I'm like, whoa, hello? Wait, it's just nature. So I said, weather modification isn't real? No. I said, wait, what? Oh, you know, all these conspiracy theories, it's some old Love and Light shit. They said, oh, it's just conspiracy theories. I'm tired of all these conspiracy theories. And I'm like, what? And then now we get into a little debate. I'm like, oh, so you think it's a conspiracy theory? Yes. It's neat. I'm like, okay. Then when I start dropping all the facts down, all that just goes to disappear. Magically disappears. You know, hopefully they learned that, yes, there is weather modification. Yes, they use weather modification. Yes. Okay. I go to South Texas, okay? It's always raining in this area. And when I took the other route and went a back road because of a detour, I'm like, hold on. I'm driving through fucking 40 miles of fucking crops of soy and corn. And it ain't a motherfucking thing in sight to water these bitches. And they were all fucking stupid green. And then I realized, this is why it's always raining in this area. Then I did the research, and guess what? They modify the weather in that area because the crops are so large. All right, they provide 3/4 of the United States soy and corn in this area. And I'm like, yeah, they can't possibly water that shit, especially in dry ass South Texas. So what are they doing? They're making it rain. In these areas, in certain days, they're raining in sections. And these are the greenest crops you could ever fucking see. There's not browning and stuff. I mean, there's so... I'm like, yo, this shit like a video game. These shits are perfect. Picture perfect crops. And it is impossible for them to water that shit. There's no irrigation system in that even area. It's so desolate, but the shit is so green. And I'm thinking like, what in the fuck? How do they water? Oh shit, this is why. And everything around there else, it don't rain. It only rains in this area. All right. It's always dark skies in areas because it's so flat down there. All right. So when you're driving for hours and miles, once you get past like Corpus Christi, you can see this shit. These dark ass clouds, and you'll go through the rain and be raining hard as a motherfucker. And then the sky will open up and it's pure blue. You know? And it only rains in that area. That is weather modification for these crops. They do it all across the fucking United States. Why would they waste piping, water resource when they can just make it rain? It's easier, cheaper, more efficient. It's crazy. You know? And a lot of shit comes from California. You know, a lot of shit growing indoors, but it's a lot of shit growing outdoors in California. You gotta ask yourself, how the fuck do they water all this shit? Well, they make it rain, you know? And this is a person sitting there telling me it's nature. Oh, nature destroyed Maui. Yeah, nature destroyed Maui with no clouds, blue skies, just, yeah, that's what nature does. Okay, man. Because nature's cleansing the earth of what the humans have done. Yeah, you know, I wish that was the case. But magically, where all these psychopaths are at, nature isn't striking. So nature wants to kill us. Oh, it's some Titanic shit. Nature is picking and choosing. Oh, I get it. Nature wants to kill the ones that, you know, are trying, right? They're just destroying areas where people that are trying to live according to nature. Oh, I get it. Makes sense. Striking biggest fucking psychopathic area where nothing but flaming psychopaths live. No, it just misses that. Oh, it makes sense. You know? So nothing more worse than these new age, love and lighter, fucking super high conscious people, you know? So yeah, it's pathetic. Are we still live? I got the 0 again. I got the big fat 0. But again, shout out to all you guys. I got the big fat 0. All right, we're still good. All right, it says 29. 29. Now it came up. It says 29. All right. Why do I feel so much coming from up here? So yeah. Again, rounding it back to the title, knowing is not understanding. And, you know, knowing is a huge problem because people think they know, and that's it. One thing about knowing and understanding is you know and understand that you don't know any fucking thing, you know? But you can understand that shit is fucked up, you know? There's a huge problem. And we all, ouch. And we all know where the problems come from, but yet, you know, we can't seem to come together on a common ground and do something about it. You know. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta put my scraping. Gotta put my raffle tickets, you know, in the funny farm where oh shit, you can't even go through here. Somebody done fucking tried to rip it off the fucking. Someone tried to rip it off the goddamn wall. Your phone died, huh? So, oh man. I want to see this other piece of news real quick. Guys. Where is it at? Another thing to pay attention to is the Israel asylum, all right, problem over there in Israel. Because if people don't know, this is what they're setting up here in the United States. And I've said this for a long time because when I was on the border 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I was noticing a lot of shit that didn't make any kind of fucking sense. And I know they got along with the people that want a better life, they snuck in a whole bunch of freedom fighting people. And what I mean by freedom fighting people is I mean people in other countries that can't speak out for the injustices. Okay, I got to use their words and terms because this is what they're doing. In their nation, they'll be killed or jailed for speaking out against the injustices of their nations. So if you look at every nation of people that is coming over here, they're coming over here from nations where because of policies of the United States and its allies are putting on their nations, okay, they're coming over here to seek asylum to speak out against those fucking nations. And when our government, okay, pushes these agendas, these people that are here are going to come out and create protests. All right, they're going to create rallies, protests, and the good get along gang, the Rainbow Club is going to join them. Okay, they're going to fucking join them. Okay, and then those people will be pushing the ideologies and agendas from those people that came over here and make them times 1,000 and create riots and mayhem on the streets of America. This is what they're doing. This is what you will see. They've showed us little schminutes of this over the years, okay? When something happens in other countries, these liberals, okay, through the acts of the government and its ops, use these people to push the political agendas, okay? Remember when the situation was Cuba, Venezuela, there was protests here in America, for these people. Well, guess what? Wait till the next time what you see, okay? This is what they've done. And there's a lot of people who were silenced in other nations, some of them in jail, okay, in prison, that were released and were able through legal processes and political means to be released and brought to the United States, okay, to seek asylum and protection from the United States, from those countries, through charters of the United Nations, okay, under the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, okay? It's some powerful shit, okay? They're in every city in America, and they only need a couple of them because the Get Along Rainbow Club is going to be right with them, all right? Because it is fucked up what happens to other countries, all right? But they're not going to tell you who the fuck's really doing it. They're going to have some fucking agenda and pawns mixed in there and so on and so forth. But this is what they've done, okay? This is why when you see asylum seekers, you got to know what the word asylum means, okay? When you seek asylum, you got to have a valid reason why your ass should be sent the fuck back. If you are a voice and you speak out against injustices, you got an automatic pass here in the United States of America under the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, which is supreme law of the land that a lot of Americans don't know and understand and can't figure out why A, B, and C is happening here. Well, it's because, bitch, maybe your Constitution don't apply. The only reason why it does apply is because that is second in command when it comes to the International Covenant. It does not overturn the Constitution. It upholds the Constitution, but they'll never let you know that covenant is sitting there. Okay? That's the whole trick. But this is what they're doing. You know? Biden said at the beginning of his fucking campaign. Hop deep, up, deep, up, depth. And when he was getting his old fucking, remember he was speaking Arabic? And that motherfucker said, Brown Lives Matter? Oh, you ain't seen shit yet. You ain't even seen that agenda yet. You haven't seen that agenda yet. You thought George Floyd was something else. Good God Almighty. You know, people think it's dangerous. It ain't dangerous. If you go back to the 70s and 60s, in the 80s, man, there was Cuban organizations here in the United States blowing shit up left and right here in America. A lot of people forgot about this shit. It was way worse than it is now. The government actually had shit to worry about back then. Because these motherfuckers, they had real shit going on here in America. Blowing shit up, bombings, killings, assassinations, all kinds. You don't hear nothing no more. Don't nobody do nothing. But these motherfuckers, I'm sure they were financed by, you know, the same people that are in control now. But, you know, you go look at some of this shit. I need to start posting some of these videos, and because people done forgot. You know, there'd be like 10 bombings in like 3 months in New York City. You know, they actually fucking assassinated CIA employees on the fucking Beltway in New York City. You know, all kinds of shit. Hold on one second, guys. So, you know, there was a lot of shit going on in the 60s, 70s. Like, it's nothing like today. You know, nothing. I mean, they really did shit. You know, shit really went down. You know, between shit in South, a lot of things from South America. You know, people that didn't like what the United States was doing. It was targeting. That's when they used to actually. Okay, who's the problem? This motherfucker. We about to do some shit. These motherfuckers was terrorizing the damn FBI and CIA. Literally, they were targeting the government. Nowadays, where are all these people at? The only one that targets the government is the fucking government. All these people got all these radical ideas. No, they've been getting us used to this shit. So when they turn the table and turn the tide and have push all their political agendas, they can control what they want. They can control it. You know, they can control it. You know, this is how they do in the war. You know? I mean, it's crazy, man. When you look at what was going on back in them times, you be like, God damn. You know? Where's all these people at? When motherfuckers had a problem, they went to the problem. Okay, who's doing this? We going straight to the motherfuckers. They start blowing up FBI offices, government buildings, all kinds of shit. Shit that made sense. Not, they go shoot up a mall. They're angry at the policies of the United States government and they shot up a school. What? Oh, his ideologies were radicalized and he shot up a mall. He went into a grocery store and killed innocent people. Like, what in the fuck? You know? Shit don't even make sense. So, anyways, that's where we're at, guys. The age of knowing absolutely nothing and understanding absolutely more. So, we still good, guys? Let me know if we're still good. Again, shout out to all you guys. Oh, shit. Shout out to all you guys. And, yeah, I think I'm going to get ready to wrap it up in a few, but thanks, Deanne. I'm kind of ranting and roving. And, the Burning Man thing that I wanted to talk about the other day was basically, in a nutshell, they were sending a message, and by burning that man on the date is the whole Burning Man thing, the whole ritual was they took the energy out of all the people that went. All right. And the ritual was to take that energy, all right, and use that energy for their agendas coming forward. All right. So what they did was they go to Burning Man for this celebration, celebrating like liberal-minded type people, all the crazy shit that goes along with it. But it's really looked forward to. It's a high energy event, partying. They push out a lot of energy. So they took that energy. All right, because what did they create? They created a situation of dire survival, of struggles, of uncertainty, of confusion. They use weather manipulation. So all this energy that they got, 70,000 fucking people in a crescent at that, but a broken circle. All right. Which that's where that energy, I mean, if you guys know anything to do with witchcraft, sorcery, magic, it's a circle. It's contained in a circle. And who knows if farther surrounding this that they have their own circle, okay, that put into this area, all right, in Black Rock Desert, okay, which is so ironic, but to flood that energy, it could have been an energy portal, because if you look at it, I'm like, damn, yo, that's like an energy wave. And it'd be interesting to see what coordinates the opening was pointing towards. All right, because the coordinates are for where that was at is 4119. All right, those are the coordinates of Black Rock Desert. It's 40 longitude and I think 119 latitude, or it could be the other way, but I know the numbers are 40, 119. And it's funny, it's 911, like 9/11, like, right around that many days left in the year. I mean, it's pretty wild, these numbers and shit that even correspond with that. Okay. And what they did was they sucked all that energy out of people and used it as, a desperate situation. And, it's kind of like, these motherfuckers are sending a clear message, because they said 72,000. All right. 72,000, think about that. 72,000 is half of 144,000. That's like some biblical shit, I'm just saying. It could mean nothing, but it could mean something. But what that whole thing was to suck the life. That's why they waited to burn that thing. And they waited to do it on a moon day, Monday. They waited. And a lot of people left. The energy was depleted. All right, so that ritual of burning the man, no, they switched that shit the fuck up, They switched that shit up. All right, they use that energy and they harvest for their their own good, you know. God damn, yo, they can't accept Jesus. So yeah, so that was that whole Burning Man thing, and I found some interesting thing about. Also, I'm making a video, but it's kind of like, Burning Man's already over, so it's kind of like takes a long time to do these fucking videos. But anyways, the sculpture of the Burning Man under it had a hexagon, looked like cells, right? Hexagon cells, and when you do the research, you come up to hex. What is it called? It's called hex. This is something that I looked up. That I was getting. I was getting hex. Pretty weird too. Hex 293 cells. Which I thought was pretty fucking interesting. And they use those cells because hexagon. Cells are shaped like a hexagon, and that's what was depicted. A man on top of a bunch of cells, right? Hexagons. And hex cells, right, came up with hex 293. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty interesting, in which they use in the vaccines, right? They use this in vaccines and shit like that. So I'm like, damn, that's interesting. Then I found there's a book that was made, and starts on page 293, talking about the Burning Man. I just put in 293 Burning Man, and it came a book that was about Burning Man. And on page 293, literally, it had Elon Musk in it. That's when he was at the Burning Man, and it talked about something to do with water and a lot of weird shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And on page 293, and I found some other things that involve 293 as well. And I'm like, damn, that's pretty interesting, because they always send in a message. So this was all the stuff that I was actually talking about with the Burning Man thing. But it was a ritual basically to harness all that energy and put it out. And basically it was burned on the terms of whoever was kind of calling the shots. When you say, they postponed it, and told everybody to just shelter in place basically and wait, and then people, started like, yo, I ain't got enough food. A lot of these motherfuckers rented RVs and U-Hauls. Man, they had, that shit starts adding up. A lot of these motherfuckers, hey, they got to get this shit back. A lot of those RVs were rented, cost a lot of people a lot of money. Damage was done with the mud, flood, all kinds of shit. So then a lot of them had to get towed out, more money. So this motherfucker's still stuck in the damn desert. So, man, what the hell they building this Walmart? Another fast food joint coming soon. Oh, Bank of America. What, they building more banks? Weird. I've seen an awful lot more banks being built, and when you could do more online banking. But yeah, so that was the whole Burning Man thing. The ritual ended up being taking and taking the life out of all that energy that came there, with the ambition to party, have fun, and vibe and create this energy, and then burn the man. They reversed that shit. So that's some really crazy shit. Not to mention, you send all those people back with climate change in the mind, and they come back and spread it. That belief of climate change. So yeah, but that's all I got, y'all. What's good, Cuts? So shout out to all you guys. And, keep your eyes up, eyes peeled. And understand how crazy it really is and how bad it really is. That's one thing I understand. That's why I pay attention even locally. It's bad around this motherfucker, man. Extremely bad. So extremely bad. What's good, TVP? So, but that's all I got, y'all, and we'll talk to y'all later. And peace and love, guys.